Take a breath. Let's talk for a few minutes, okay? Not to convince, just to notice, all right? Don't have an agenda today, just some honesty. This is my first video podcast. I also released an audio. It will be uploaded to Podbean shortly. I will get you guys the link. Totally different subject than what I'm getting into right now. Was sitting here messing around with the whole sound system and everything. And Spirit's like, hey, tap, 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 tap. We're going to go ahead and move into what we're going to call live spirit session. And what I do is I calm and I center myself. I light my candles. I center myself in my own energy. I invite my angels, ancestors, guides, and guardians to come join me, sit with me, surround me, protect me, connect me to the message that I need to hear for my highest good. I have my scrying ball. I have my spirit box. I have myself. Let's adjust this. There we go. Now I don't feel like I'm talking over something. So, hi guys. I'm Amanda, also known as Shael Atha, and this is the Singing North. Hello, 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 everybody. So yeah, we're going to dive into a on-air mediumship session. The first thing that they want to draw my attention to is the catalyst moment that took place yesterday. I'm not going to go into the details of it because that isn't what this was about. But there was a major catalyst moment yesterday where our world, specifically our nation, witnessed an injustice and in turn stood up for the injustice with some peaceful protests. And I just want you all to know that that's what I mean when I talk about transmutation, right? So you have a catalyst event happen, a big energy. It could be good, it could be bad, it could be whatever, right? And during this catalyst energy that happens, those of us that are sensitive, we start to pick up on it, start to feel uncomfortable in our bodies. We get uneasy, we get anxious, we get feelings of off, right? And perfect example, my kids got a hold of me yesterday and they're like, mommy, 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 you know, like, and my kids are grown, mind you. We have one that's under the age of 18 and she's 17 now. But they're like, we feel really off. There's an anxiety here. There's an underlying anger and frustration. And I don't know why. And they always get a hold of me because I'm sensitive to the energies too, right? So we're able to hash it out, talk it out, figure out what's going on. Now, in hindsight, I realize why they were contacting me and why I was feeling the way I was, because this major catalyst event happened, right? Now, when you experience this in your body, there's this feeling, like I said, of being off, because it doesn't necessarily feel like it's part of you, even though it's affecting you physically. You can't put your finger on it. That's collective energy that you're feeling. And when I talk about transmutation, it's when you feel these big energies coming back to center, right? That's sitting in a quiet place for just a few moments, longer if you can. And just imagine that these heavy emotions and feelings and physical sensations that you're experiencing are able to flow through your body and out into the ground, release it back to the earth from whence it came, sort of focus at that point, okay? Because you're taking that energy and you're grounding it, right? You're allowing it to move through your body instead of ricochet all around like a stray bullet, okay? It's not your energy that makes you feel crazy during these times. It's your sensitivity picking up into a collective catalyst energy. That's not normal energy, okay? That's big, big energy, and you're feeling it because you're sensitive, okay? Because your body feels energy on a collective, not just a personal, right? Let me see what my spirit box here said. They said Southern Observer mild current immersion, right? So the South is usually a direction of energy, of fire, of passion, of action, right? So they're calling attention to this energy right now that we're speaking upon, right? There was a major energy, a major fire energy, catalyst energy, right? That came into our collective. We felt it, right? So we're the observers. Mild means that it didn't affect us like our whole world was burning down, okay? It didn't affect us in a major physical way, say like a broken leg would, okay? But we were feeling it and it was uncomfortable. It was a current, right? The current is the energy that you were feeling, that we're talking about grounding and transmuting, right? Immersion. That's us integrating what we're talking about right now, integrating and allowing that energy to flow through us. Availability sign came through next on the spirit box. What is an availability sign? Available. So what is available, right? It is being accessible. So there is an accessible sign. This is your sign. If you are listening to this podcast still, if you are following along with me, this is your sign. This is your message, right? You're working on a collective level. And maybe you do realize it, maybe you don't realize it, but that anger, that frustration, that bubbling energy that's inside of you that feels off, that doesn't feel like you, that feels different, that rage isn't yours. It is a national outcry, a collective outcry to the system, right? They say to the buyer, right? The consumer. We are the consumers of energy in our world. What do we allow in our energy, right? Like I said, I'm not going to like dive deep into the catalyst energy that happened yesterday because I'm not trying to, this is going to sound so insensitive. I'm not trying to jump on a bandwagon to get likes. I'm trying to explain an energy that has come through and how it's affecting you and me on a collective level, right? They're bringing spirit, God, source, the angels, whatever you want to, whatever name and label you want to put to it, are bringing the message in that this is what's affecting us on a collective level. This collective level then affects us on a personal level, right? We start to feel it. If we don't pay attention to it, it can build in us and make us, convince us, right, that it's our ailment, that it's our sickness, that it's our energy, and it's just going to keep oppressing us, right? It's going to keep pushing us down. Spirit is asking for an intuitive discernment. When you feel these energies hit your body, let's say I get sad for no reason. The first thing I'm going to do is go sit by myself. I'm going to take a couple breaths. I'm going to ground. I'm going to center like we discussed. And then I'm going to ask, is this my sadness? And I'm going to wait for my body to let me know. There's going to be a sign there. Does my heart skip a beat and I think of somebody, something, someplace that I've lost? Then yes, it's my sadness. And I'll do what I need to do for it. You know, I'll face it. I'll embrace it. I'll dive in deep to it, you know, and I'll honor it, and then I'll let it go. But if my body doesn't signal that this is my sadness, then I know it's for the collective. Or let's say that it comes in on my right side, because my right side is my collective side. My left side is my personal side. And we'll discuss all that. I'll teach you if you want to know. You let me know if you want to know how to read energy on you. And we'll do some courses together. But let's say I feel that sensation in those collective areas of my body. Then I know it's the collective. Then I can go, okay, I recognize that this is not mine. And then that's when I'm going to transmute, because we don't need to hold it. It's not ours to hold. We only had to witness it. We feel it because we're meant to witness. Okay? Not that we're supposed to jump in and do anything. Not that we're supposed to play Captain Save-A-Ho or anything like that. We are here to witness and to ground and anchor the energies, right? So they don't have that opportunity to ricochet and cause more chaos, right? We ground it so that energy can end. It can transmute into something like everybody coming together to protest, right? We can use it in a good way, in a way that helps us. Yes, they said outer none alone shape, right? So the outer energies is what we're trying to discern from the inner energies, right? Alone, you're not alone in this. It's not just your energy, it's the collective energy, and your team's with you. Like, your team wants to be worked with. And if you've been following me for the last couple of years, I've been doing this, then you know that my favorite thing to explain to you how to communicate with your guides is to literally act like you're picking up a phone. And my some clients that I do help, I actually have them pick up the phone and hold it to their ear so they don't feel like a crazy kook, right? So you've got your phone and you're like, I call on my angels, ancestors, guides, and guardians to come stand with me, surround me, guide me, protect me, connect me to the messages that I need to hear, right? They're always with you. Call them in, ask for their help in doing this intuitive discernment the spirit is asking for, right? And shape. So we're shaping this. We are shaping the energies with our discernment, with our transmutations, with our knowing, is this internal, is this external? And a lot of times that you will find a duality in there, right? Because there's mirrors in everything. And when I say mirrors, you can find a common ground in just about every single experience that you have, right? That's what I mean by mirror. Like, you're seeing something of yourself, your situation, in what's going on in the present moment. Okay, that's what they're talking about. And they're talking about increasing that connection to self, to intuition, to discernment, and to your team, right? It's very important. And I think that this was an amazing start to a first episode. Like, you guys got a little sneak peek into how I interact with spirit and how it comes in real time, and how if you pay attention and you be that scholar and you keep your notebooks and your journals that your friends and family joke with you about. Lord, when they find my journals after I pass away, they're going to think I'm a kook. But let me tell you, I keep notes. I keep track. I keep track of every spirit session I have. And you can track everything. You can learn. You can expand. You can find meaning. And oh my God, when you can find meaning in the present moment of what's happening around you, there is this gosh darn peace that sets in inside that makes you just want to melt. It makes you want to melt into the total surrender, into that gigantic trust fall, that leap of faith. When you can recognize the meaning. Clears the confusion, man. Clears the confusion. You're able to find your truth. Your truth may not be the other person's truth. And let me tell you, truth doesn't arrive in violence. Truth doesn't arrive in arguing and pressure and oppression. Truth arrives gently. It settles in your bones. It could be you hear it in the middle of an argument, but whatever's being argued about can't even be understood because there's so much chaos coming in behind it. But the truth of it will settle in your bones gently and quietly and not cause confusion and angst. Causes a calm peace in here. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I got about 1 minute and 3 seconds left. I told myself I was going to keep this first episode to 15 minutes, but please, please, please blow up the comments, like, share. Let me know some topics that you want to talk about. Let me know what you want to hear on these, right? Because we're in this together, right? You got this. I got this. We got this. Why is that? Because together we rise. Have a great day, y'all. Happy first episode.